Welcome to PillowTaleTime, where the night listens. And sometimes it answers back. Tonight's story begins in a quiet room, a place where nothing moves. Yet something is always there, not seen in daylight, not heard in noise, but when the world sleeps, it speaks. This is The Shadow in My Room Speaks. Every night at exactly 2:13 a.m., Daniel woke up, not from a nightmare, not from a sound, but from a feeling. You know the feeling, when someone is looking at you, even though your eyes are closed. Daniel was 14. Quiet, observant, the kind of boy who noticed small details adults ignored, and for 3 nights now, he had noticed something strange, in the upper corner of his room. Where the ceiling met the wall, there was a shadow, not the normal kind. It didn't come from the window. It didn't move when cars passed outside, it didn't disappear when clouds covered the moon, it stayed, perfectly still, watching. Daniel stared at it again, and for the first time, he whispered, "Hello." Nothing answered, but he didn't feel alone anymore. The next night, he stayed awake, 1:58 a.m., 2:05 a.m., 2:12 a.m., his heart beat faster. 2:13, the shadow appeared, exactly the same shape, but this time, it stretched, just slightly, like it had noticed him noticing it. Daniel sat up slowly. "Are you real?" Soft low hum sound, then, a voice, not loud, not scary, soft, almost tired. "You finally stayed awake." Daniel froze. The voice didn't come from the door, or the window, it came from the shadow. Daniel didn't scream, for some reason. He wasn't afraid. "Are you a ghost?" he asked. The shadow flickered softly. "No." Then what are you?" "I am what remains when a moment is forgotten." Daniel frowned. "That doesn't make sense." "It will." The air in the room felt heavier, but calm, like the world had paused just to listen. The shadow spoke again. "I can only speak when the world is quiet enough to remember me." "Remember you from what?" No answer. "Instead, I need you to look under your bed tomorrow morning." Daniel blinked. "That's it?" "Yes." "Why?" "Because you put it there." The clock turned 2:14, the shadow vanished. Sunlight filled the room. Daniel checked under his bed. Dust, shoebox, old notebook. He didn't remember owning it. Inside were drawings, childlike drawings, all signed, D, but he didn't draw them. One picture showed a boy in a hospital room, and in the corner, the same shadow. Daniel whispered, "That I don't remember this." That night he waited. 2:13 a.m., the shadow returned. Daniel held up the notebook. "You drew these?" "You did." "No, I didn't." "You did. Before you chose to forget." His stomach tightened. "Forget what?" "The summer you never talk about." Images flickered in Daniel's mind, white hallways, beeping machines, a girl sitting beside him drawing, the same corner shadow. He grabbed his head. "I don't remember her." "You promised you wouldn't." "What was her name?" Daniel whispered. The shadow hesitated for the first time. "Lena." His heart reacted before his mind did, like hearing a song he didn't know he knew. "She was afraid of disappearing," the shadow said, "so you told her you would remember for both of you." Daniel's eyes watered. "Did she get better?" The room stayed silent. That silence answered everything. Inside the notebook was a final page, 2 kids in hospital beds, and the shadow sitting between them, text written shakily, "If I forget, the shadow will remember." Daniel trembled. "I wrote that." "You asked me to stay." "Why now?" He asked, because you're old enough to carry the memory. The shadow softened at the edges. I am not haunting you. I am keeping a promise. Memories finally returned. Lena couldn't leave the hospital. Daniel was discharged. She made him promise to forget, so he could live normally, but he begged the dark corner, remember her for me. And something listened. Daniel didn't sleep. He talked with the shadow until sunrise, about her jokes, her drawings, her fear of being forgotten, for the first time. He remembered her voice. As light entered the room, the shadow faded. You remember now. Will you come back tonight? I don't need to. Why? Because you won't forget again. That morning Daniel opened the notebook. A new drawing had appeared, him. Older. Sitting under a tree, beside him, a girl laughing, no shadow, just sunlight. Some memories don't disappear, they wait. Patiently. Until our hearts are ready to hold them again, and sometimes, what we fear in the dark, is only love. Keeping a promise, moral lesson, forgetting protects us, but remembering heals us. Thank you for spending your night with PillowTaleTime. If this story touched your heart, or made the darkness feel a little less lonely, please like the video, it helps more dreamers find these stories, and subscribe to PillowTaleTime, for more calming bedtime journeys every week. Close your eyes, rest well, and I'll see you in the next story.